My neighbor just spent $15,000 building a beautiful custom cedar privacy fence. It has stone pillars, automatic gates, and looks incredible. But there is just one massive problem. It was built exactly 4 feet inside my property line. When I politely asked him to move it, he laughed in my face. He told me, "I've been mowing that strip of grass for 10 years, so it belongs to me now." He thought he knew the law. He didn't know I had a surveyor on speed dial, and his ignorance was about to cost him his house. I bought my house about 6 months ago. It's a quiet, upscale suburban neighborhood. The guy next door, let's call him Richard, seemed like the classic entitled suburbanite. He drove a brand new luxury SUV and constantly complained about the neighborhood kids. A few weeks ago, I was working from home when I heard heavy machinery outside. I looked out the window and saw a crew of contractors digging post holes for a massive fence. The problem? They were digging right through the flower bed my wife had just planted, which was clearly on our side of the property line. I walked outside and asked the foreman what was going on. He pointed to Richard, who was standing on his porch holding a rolled-up set of blueprints. I walked over and pointed out that his contractors were 4 feet over the property line. Richard smirked and said, "Actually, the old wire fence was wrong. My family has owned this house for 15 years, and we've always mowed that extra 4 feet. Under the law, that land is mine now. The new fence is staying." I told him he was trespassing and asked him to halt construction. He refused. He actually told the contractors to keep digging. Over the next 3 days, I sent him 3 separate certified letters demanding he stop. He threw them in the trash. He finished the $15,000 fence, completely enclosing 4 feet of my land, and even poured a concrete patio over my wife's flower bed. He thought he had won. He thought I would just get tired of fighting and give up. Let's pause the story right here, because Richard made a massive legal blunder that a lot of homeowners make. Richard was trying to claim a legal concept called adverse possession, sometimes known as squatters' rights. He thought that because his family mowed that strip of grass for 15 years, the land automatically became his. But here is the legal reality. Adverse possession requires the use of the land to be hostile, actual, open, notorious, and continuous for a statutory period, which in many states is up to 20 years. More importantly, simply mowing a lawn does not constitute a hostile claim of ownership in most jurisdictions. Richard didn't own the land. He was just committing civil trespass and property encroachment. With the legal facts on my side, I didn't get mad. I got a lawyer. We hired an independent licensed land surveyor who came out and placed official metal stakes exactly on the legal property line. The stakes were sitting right in the middle of Richard's brand new concrete patio. We filed a lawsuit for encroachment and trespassing. When we got to court, Richard's lawyer tried to argue the adverse possession defense. The judge shut it down in exactly 4 minutes. But here is the best part. Because Richard ignored my 3 certified warning letters, the judge ruled that his encroachment was willful and malicious. The verdict: Richard was ordered to pay for the demolition and removal of the $15,000 fence out of his own pocket. He was ordered to pay for the restoration of my wife's flower bed, and because his behavior was deemed malicious, the judge ordered Richard to pay all of my attorney's fees, which came out to $12,000. Richard spent $15,000 to build a fence, and it cost him $27,000 to tear it down. He put his house on the market 2 months later. The property verdict? Never assume you own land just because you mow it, and never ignore a certified letter. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe. Next week, we are looking at the Homeowners Association president who tried to foreclose on a widow over $45 in late fees. See you next time.